What's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back today for a new video. I really appreciate you taking the time to stop back by. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk a lot about the storyline, new developments, new updates coming, and so much more. Make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see and you want to see more. I'm uploading daily Fortnite content covering everything you need to know about the storyline each and every day. Huge shout out to everyone using my Support a Creator code if you want to be featured in the next video. It's super simple. Just send me a screenshot proving it and I'll get you in here soon. So, there's a new update on the way confirmed by an Epic employee over on Reddit. He says, "Thanks for the idea. We're deploying a change soon that will extend the campfire gameplay further by allowing players to interact with the existing campfires found throughout the environment. Interact with the wood pile in order to light the fire. From that point on, it behaves just like a cozy campfire, healing nearby players and burning out after 25 seconds. This is awesome, and it's personally something I thought the cozy campfire should have included when it first came out last February. This makes the cozy campfire so much more valuable to pick up if you can simply relight it after it's done. I'm assuming it's going to take some wood, possibly something else to rekindle, but this is going to make the cozy so much more usable and so much more practical if you can get multiple uses out of it. It's also going to make stumbling upon a cozy campfire site very rewarding. So now maybe your strategy changes. If you're done healing with your team with the cozy, maybe you destroy it after you leave so people can't rekindle it and use it to heal themselves up. The cozy has been in the game for almost a year and it's gotten almost no love since it was released, so I'm excited to see it getting a much needed update. Let me know what you guys think about the cozy campfires now. Are you going to be picking them up more? I'm not sure when this update is coming out, but it's going to be very soon. So recently, the Ice Storm challenges became a thing. You can complete these challenges to unlock the Winter's Thorn glider at the end of it, which we think is the Ice Queen's glider. Anyway, there's one specific challenge that was almost impossible, and that was to kill 20 golden brutes. The golden brutes have been extremely rare to find. I wouldn't be surprised if a large number of you had never seen it, let alone even heard of it. There were lots of complaints by players who could never find the golden brutes, so they made an update. Epic Games made a post on Reddit and said, "Hey folks, we've just released a hotfix to make some adjustments to the spawn rate of the Ice Legion," which is basically just the monsters. Previous to this hotfix, spawn rates started low and gradually increased as the match progressed. We've now flipped these rates so that the Ice Legion spawn earlier in the game and gradually spawn less as the match progresses, which I'm extremely happy with. I hated dealing with all those monsters at the end of the game when you're trying to focus up. In addition to this, we've heard your feedback that golden brutes were too difficult to find. We apologize for the oversight and have increased the spawn rates of the golden brutes to a more forgiving level. This will give more opportunity to progress through the Ice Storm challenges earlier in the match, while also allowing players in the late game to focus on earning that victory royale without having to focus as much on the Ice Legion. The spawn rate of all Ice Legions have been increased early. The spawn rate gradually decreases as the game progresses. In the first circle, the Ice Legion spawns at an increased rate of 100%. That goes down to 20% in the second storm. In the third circle, spawns are decreased by 80%. The fourth circle, another 80%. The fifth circle, another 80%. They've also increased the spawn rate of the golden brute by a whole 100%. So you're going to be much more likely to find these golden brutes in the early part of games when they're spawning rapidly. So if you're still struggling with this challenge, I would recommend that you go into games very early and just go all out on the Ice Legion. The golden brute is also more likely to spawn after you've cleared a couple waves of the Ice Legion from those fragments. I didn't even realize this, but it's been a huge problem for the challenges so far. Nobody could kill these brutes. People had rarely even seen one or two in-game, let alone killed 20, so this is a much-needed update that will help players progress through the challenges and get the glider before it's up. Recently, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of rumors about the Renegade Raider as well as the accompanying pickaxe, which is the Raider's Revenge, returning to the item shop. There's been so much buzz kind of out of nowhere. It's one of the most rare skins in the game. It came out one time in Season 1 and you had to be leveled up and prestiged so you could buy it. Only OGs remember. Recently, one of my good buddies on Twitter, FBR Fortnite, actually sent an email to Fortnite customer support asking about when it would come, just seeing if they would spill the beans or give us any insight. This is the email he got back. The representative starts off by saying, "Hi there, thanks for reaching out. Mary here, and I will happily review this with you." She then goes on to say she really wants the Renegade Raider too, and that she's a fan of the skin. She then goes on to say, as you may already know, outfits and other items like emotes, pickaxes, and more rotate in and out of the store on a daily or weekly basis. Many of the items will stay for longer than a single day, but they will be removed and may be available in the future. In some cases, outfits and other special items being added or returning to the game may be announced through official channels such as Fortnite's news post or social media channels. So what I would urge you to do, and what I'm already doing, is to save a few V-Bucks and make sure you keep an eye on the store when it updates each night at midnight UTC, so that if any of the aforementioned skins return, we'll be able to both obtain them. So let's quickly recap. A customer support agent from Epic Games was asked about when the Renegade Raider and the Raider's Revenge are going to return. She responded by saying, "Hey, just keep an eye on the shop. We're always having skins return." And clearly she's invested into the skin because she says herself that she really wants it. She even points it out by name. I think we'll get it back at some point. I really do. There's been a lot of buzz all over the place. Let me know if you guys would personally be interested in the Renegade Raider returning, and if you would personally be copying it. It would have to be an instant buy for me. It's so OG. I started playing Fortnite just after that was released, so I missed out on it at the time. But I would love to get a second chance to purchase it, and I feel like that's the way most people are. If you take a look at the castle right now, you can see it's melted even more. This dungeon room is getting more and more exposed, and all we have at this point is that hunk of ice in the middle. You can see the prisoners' chains are actually showing and coming out very clearly now. There is something inside the ice being held captive, most likely by the Ice King. I've also heard a lot of reports that the Dragon Egg heartbeat has actually gotten increased. It's beating much more rapidly. I tried to hear it for myself. I just couldn't hear the heartbeat at all. It was just so faint. But that definitely has been a tweet I've been getting a lot. So what I have to ask you guys, if you can, go into the game and go to the eggs and just see if you can hear a heartbeat and see if it's faster than it was before. It was a steady, slow rate before. I personally couldn't hear any heartbeat at all. It might have been my game glitching out, but I would love to hear if those reports are true. Something's got to be happening soon with these eggs. I'm excited to see what happens when they hatch. Maybe they'll hatch when the prisoner gets revealed. Maybe the Ice King will be successful in restoring the prisoner back to his slumber. There's no way of knowing what's going to go on. So, of course, I always, as I always do, encourage your feedback, your theories in the comment section down below. You guys actually help me out a lot more than you think. I always look at the comments and all over my social medias when trying to formulate new theories. So at this point, I'm sure you guys are familiar with AIM, the Season 6 skin that we got for completing all the challenges. And if you're familiar with him, you're probably familiar with his logo, as you can see on his parachute right there. That logo is all around the map in various places, namely at those little stations above the zip lines right at the exit or entry points. Recently, the community has figured something out about this logo, which truly is shocking. So here's the logo. I actually found this on Reddit. Full credit to user Natan33988. He basically recreated the logo to show what it is. Kevin the Cube with the sphere in the middle. I mean, that sphere looks identical to what we had in the game a couple days ago, and the cube, it's purple just like Kevin. It's also split up into fragments just like Kevin in the middle of Loot Lake. It seems like this is spelling out what's going to happen. Maybe AIM and all these logos have a bigger meaning on the season than we originally once thought. As you can see here, I'm going down to Loot Lake looking at all the cube fragments. These are the pieces of Kevin left over from the explosion back in Season 6. Now, the number of fragments on the picture I just showed you are not the exact same as the number of fragments in the middle of Loot Lake, but it's only off by 1. There are 8 fragments in the picture on the logo. There are only 7 fragments, or 9 if you count 2 of them twice, which you can see in the middle of the lake. It's still so close that I feel like it could mean something. I mean, clearly 2 of the biggest signs of this season, the sphere with the whole Ice King event, as well as the whole cube speculation, all fit into one logo. Makes good sense to me, and I would love to hear what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate your time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like what you see and you want to see more. As a reminder, I'm uploading every single day covering everything you need to know about Fortnite storyline, lore, updates, buffs, nerfs, anything. You got it right here on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in another one some other time.